All
I'm
right,
ready.
bro. We live, bro. Let's get this party rolling.
All right, we live.
Yeah, man.
All right, what's up, Facebook family? Once again, we're coming together to talk. Uh, we're going to politic about politics. Um, as always, everything that we say, everything that we mention is our opinions and our thoughts. Don't believe anything that we say. Take the information, research it for yourself, find your truth, come back. Let's talk about it. Let's build upon it. Let's go forward. What's up, B?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Sorry, y'all, for what we not been on lately. Yeah, I could take the hit on that one. Ain't really been feeling myself. Energy ain't been really vibrations been off. But I'm trying to get back there. And plus it's this how crazy it is here in Philly, especially after the young gentleman that got shot um last week and this current y'all need to be here, man. I gotta carry now, dude. That's how crazy it done got around here now.
Oh, no doubt.
And I mean, I hate to say that ain't something I want to promote, but I got to protect mine. So I got to protect my family. I got to protect. I have to. I have to protect me. But I didn't think that it would get to this. I mean, I think we saw the writing on the wall, but at the same time, I didn't think it has to get to the level that um, these dudes out here intimidating people in the black community that won't go out there and vote tomorrow. So you got some people that's scared to go vote tomorrow just because of this the the ignorance that's going on in this current country. So yo, let's protect ourselves and keep a sound mind on what's going on. What's good, Tut?
Peace to everybody, man. King Tut representing the South, man. Showing love for the Almighty G, you know what I'm saying? So, speaking these 5 letters, I'm bringing you the real, I'm coming pessimistic tonight, I'm devil's advocating, on many angles. So I'm stirring up the pot tonight. I'm Mr. Stir Up the Pot today.
All right, bet. And who, what? We got that fighter. I got that inspiration, the one that keep me in the gym.
What's
Got
going on?
Mr. Wheeler in the house, man. Yo, Wheeler, I ain't telling you, man. Real talk. You keep me going.
Oh, my pleasure, brother.
Appreciate that, man.
Honor,
Hey,
man. Honor.
I'm keep fighting just because of you, man.
Hey, man, keep on, man.
So
Got it.
let's
No,
get
we-
into this. I probably had another guest on today because I wanted to hear his point of view when it comes to Trump and us promoting Trump. Um, we got a lot of stuff we can, discuss. So nice, man. And especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's voting. And to be honest with y'all, how y'all feel about voting, man? I know everybody tells us we need to vote. And if everybody understands that when it comes to a political president, our votes don't even go towards him. My votes goes towards the senators, congressmen, mayors, just governors, local officials. When it comes to voting for president, it's all electoral colleges. Or am I wrong? Or am I right?
You're right, in a sense. Definitely right about that. As far as the electoral college. But if the numbers are there, they have to go by it. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that they'll go against that. They tried it 4 years ago with Hillary. A couple of people try to change it. They didn't write her in, but they wrote somebody else in because they want Trump to be in there. But it was a legal legal issue with that. You know, they going to court and shit. They being sued. They're going to, you know, some of them going to jail for that shit. But two parts about that: is it voting necessary or is it important? First, yes. Secondly, if it wasn't important, the way they are suppressing it wouldn't matter. And thirdly, it's just a tool. It's a tool to, you know, for the next step. It's necessary for us to be able to have our voice. And voting is one of the ways to have our voice. And we don't use it and we lose it. So it's not the end of all. It's just one of the tools, you know, in the toolbox, man, that we can use, you know, for the next step. So it's necessary. It's definitely necessary. If it wasn't, then, you know, as I alluded to, they wouldn't do what they've been doing for so long to keep us away from voting. Especially right now with the whole suppression shit, you know, just in Texas, man, you know, just state Supreme Court threw out what the Republicans wanted to throw out some of them ballots down there. No, because they know how important them votes are. So yes, it's necessary and it's important for us to be able to do that. But we cannot just rely on just the voting. Once the voting is done, we have to continue to push forward and put things, you know, in perspective and things in order. That cannot be the end of all end. That's one tool that we got to utilize for the next step. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Oh man, damn, we lost touch. The fuck? Come on.
You talking about all them damn things he got in there? He souped up everything. This goddamn.
Got them Cardinal outfit on. That's what it was. Facebook was like, get them off of here. They ain't going nowhere. Jerome, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Willa. And I mean, I understand the importance of voting. And I think this whole Democrat Republican shit is, you know, Republican. That's the part that's, I guess, pissing me off.
All of us, most of us feel the same way. We definitely do it, definitely don't.
Because
so.
we not, what are we getting out of it? We giving you votes, but we're receiving nothing. And I think what you've been talking about and what, you know, a lot of people have been talking about is let's start our own party. Fuck this. I mean, we ran the country before. We can't run it again. They need our votes. So I mean, I'm independent. I'm hurt. It feels just like 4 years ago. I don't know who that I wanted to vote for.
Right.
I don't want to say I want to vote for the rest of the two evils because Biden got bad baggage from what he did us, you know, in the 90s. So actually in the 80s, 90s. I mean, he tried to, I guess, redeem himself by being on Obama's team. I mean, people do change. I mean, I give him credit for that. But then at the same time, Trump just showed us he ain't doing shit for us. But he giving us a platinum plan, which is, oh my God.
Which is bullshit. The thing about it is that what we have to do, man, is that we have to start creating a generation of soldiers to deal with things of that nature. We have to start creating politicians. Lord, that's where we have to come in at so we can have alternatives besides what we got now. Because what we have right now are not the best people that we should be having. That's just obvious. It's 300 million people in this fucking country. You telling me these are the best ones that we have? No, it's not. But we here now. You see what I'm saying? We here now. We got the, you know, precipice of what's be detrimental to us for the next 4 years going. Actually, it's generational, man. The shit would be generational. It's not going to only affect us, but our kids and their kids. Because that Supreme Court thing was a powerful move.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? So people talking about voting down ballot. All that is connected. It's not separate. All that shit connected, man. Who in that White, the big effect on how that shit go down, man. From state to local, all that shit has a, you know, because you look at certain places now with the Republican in office, different state Republicans in office and locally on the state level as well. So they maintain power structure. So it's a collective when it comes to voting, man. We just can't vote for the president the Senate, the Congress, all that shit gotta be connected together, man. But we gotta start creating our own stuff to a point where we have our own soldiers out there, man. Our own, intellectuals out there who are able to take the mantle and move forward. You know what I'm saying? College Winston talks about things of that nature. W.E. Du Bois talked about that. You know what I'm saying? So these some of the guys really talked about the fact of empowering ourselves with the information tools to be able to do for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Or at least have the transactional perspective about it. If I give you my vote, what do we get out of it?
Facts.
Right.
Facts. Go ahead, Tut. Jump in there, Tut. Swing for the fence, man.
I wanted to be devil's advocate, but I want to piggyback first. Like Aunt say, man. Unless we really putting somebody in these seats, like we ain't getting together, putting our money behind somebody, or even putting somebody through training, to understand lobbying and politics a lot better. If we ain't doing that, we really wasting time. But since we ain't doing that, nobody else is gonna cover our agendas. I mean, you can go to these politicians with if it ain't making money, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get money, man, they already got that money accounted for. They looking for somebody to bring money to the budget. And it's a business now. And if you ain't doing the way that we need to handle business is we need to start molding young men, some of the older people who are in positions, to start taking some of these seats, these local city seats, a mayor, governor, things of that nature, man. So we start taking these seats. Then we got a stance, because otherwise, as long as those politicians are in those seats, the longer the Senate, the House representatives, as long as they sit in their seats, they ain't making decisions for us. They ain't been doing it. What make you think they finna start now? We thought the killers was gonna stop on George Floyd. They ain't been stopped. What make you think they finna stop now? You know what I'm saying? I always say, somebody that stole something from you, it's hell to get it back.
Yep.
Woo.
Yep.
Fire right there. So why are you saying you're being a devil's advocate? Break that one down.
Because all of this politics and bull BS, it's really it really shouldn't have such a stronghold on our living. Okay, we know and understand that they do make decisions based on their intellect to guide our living. They make decisions, decide what business is gonna be here, blah blah, but we shouldn't let that limit us on nothing we do. We should be, as a people, we should be working, if you work in a job or building your own empire, things of that nature. And ain't too many of these laws that they making really gonna hold any jurisdiction over you gaining some income and furthering your life. Better trying to reach your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. I mean, I feel like Joe Biden, from his past, he's gonna do some dirty stuff to some people that people ain't ready for. I mean, me coming from people around people that suffered from this crime bill he made. He's taking out his son's death. He's taking it out on other people, man, because like these people suffering from that crime bill, they still in there, and people got out for murder. You know what I mean? So he's gonna crack down a lot of laws and stuff. They adamant on enforcing the law a lot more than even Trump is. Now, the thing is, what's gonna happen after the winter come up? Because that's what's gonna be crazy.
tell you what, if Trump lose, wait till January. First of the year, it's gonna be some fucking. It's gonna be hell at that damn White House. You're gonna see a lot of 4x4 trucks in front of that goddamn White House saying no. What's up,
Yeah.
Jerome?
Got to get right.
Man, come on.
All right.
Man, by the way, Tut, that wasn't being devil's advocate. That's just being real talk.
Hey, like I said, I was gonna go devil's advocate, but Ant hit the nail on the head so much he messed me up.
Yeah, man. Just to get back quickly to when you were talking about the electoral college, and why it actually is so effective in the votes. It's because you could win a state a long time ago if you had the popular vote in the state, right? But if it was South Dakota, when you only got 20,000 people there, but it counts as a whole state. And so if you won the most states, you would win. So that's when they started adding weight. Certain states that had higher populations had more weight. That's why they only go to Ohio, Michigan, North Carolina, Texas, California. That's why they only visit certain states, because of the weight of the population. And all they have to do is win these certain states, Florida.
Right.
And when they talk about the black vote is so important, we don't understand why when they say that, what they really mean. They say it because in those states that are swing states or big states is where the black population is heavier.
Exactly.
And they can actually affect, how you win that state.
Exactly.
It ain't an all over thing, because how many black people are in South Dakota?
Exactly.
So it's a thing. It's those certain swing states, or those certain what they call battleground states, where the black vote is extremely important. And so that's what the electoral college is for, is so that you can win, just a certain number of states, and you got it.
And you're right about that. And think about, the initiation of the electoral college was based on the whole slavery thing. Mm-hmm. So because you had bigger states, especially in the South, they wanted okay, New York or Massachusetts, y'all bigger than we are. So we got to find a way to be able to balance that thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to count our Negro 3/5. So that goes towards, so the electoral college actually is a slavery type of thing that's been done as of today. It's based off that, the whole premise of, I got to make sure I get my piece of the pie too. So that's why, as you mentioned, Jerome, South Dakota, what I'm saying? They smalls, but they saying still, I have certain rights too. So how can we make this thing better? Or, what I'm saying? Or South Carolina. Okay, you have 9, electoral votes, but it don't mean shit if I don't have, that backing with that. So right. Let me Negroes. So, but down south we have more Negroes than y'all got anywhere else. So let me count these. So that's why as of right now, the South is not the Midwest. The South is the heartland of America. How the South goes, the rest of the damn country goes. Because the power is still dealing with that. It's still dealing from the South up. From South, if you look down South, you look at the most, when it comes to when the people are concentrated at, man, and especially black folks, we down South mostly. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Texas, Alabama and shit.
So that makes a Dixon line.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's why, it's so important for this that's why, they go to places like Jerome said, Michigan, that's why Pennsylvania is really Tulsa right now. That's very important. Pennsylvania is very important.
They hear more than fucking I'm here.
Yeah.
They're here. You know what though? I mean, the thing about this is, I feel like they might just give it to Trump because they don't want no trouble from the chaos that's going to happen. I think if we damn if we do, damn if we don't. It's going to be some fighting going on, which is kind of funny because when have we ever came down to a presidential election that we got to be ready to battle? And it's not even, the fight is not even our fight. That's the point. You got two old white fashions fighting each other, and we're saying, yo, we need these black people, and we putting them in the middle because we need to find out who's gonna have the power to rule these people, indigenous people of color. But go ahead, Tug. I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Hey, look. I don't know if a lot of people think about this, but besides the president, okay, the presidential campaign, everybody always know every 4 years what's up with that. But other than when else do you see these people that you voting for? You see them during election time. After that, when do you see them?
The next time they up for election.
See, that's on us. We should be going to see ass. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about them. You know, they're gonna do they party is to get elected and move forward. What we gotta do is fucking go find their ass, knock on their goddamn door. All right, you remember that promise that you made us? Okay, then let's talk about that promise that you made us. Okay, you want to stay in office? You want to get elected again? 4 more years coming, or 2 more years coming. So we gotta go find their ass. They can let the motherfuckers sit back in that damn, in them offices and be all right with that shit.
You damn near got to sit out there picket sign in that day office.
Hey man, whatever we gotta fucking do to get our piece of the fucking pie, we gotta fucking do it, man. Is at that point now, man. We cannot sit back no longer. Vote somebody in and sit back on our ass, man. We gotta be up there. You know what I'm saying? Demand everybody else demand shit. They get it. You know what I'm saying? They demand
it, but they got the money and the resource to do it. And we're so damn. No. But that's our problem. Is we're so fucking divided. We divided by like 64. We're just like a damn Rubik's cube. We got so many divisions within ourselves when we want to come together. Everybody, when they talk to the president or they talk to the person that they want, they's like, yo, this is what we're gonna donate. This is what we want. What do we do as a people right now is complain. All we saying is we just want y'all to leave us the fucking alone. That ain't gonna happen. Because that means they gotta give back our country. That's not gonna happen. So what pressure do they have?
They have pressure, man. We got more power. I'm not gonna say
no. We got power. I mean,
I say for the most part, we are a collective. Everybody can't get on the bus, and everybody's not gonna ride the bus. So we gotta leave the motherfuckers behind. Everybody's not gonna get on it. But there are people, even going back to the 1830s, man, with the Colored People Convention, man. This shit been going on for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't on board with this shit, but they still continue to push forward, getting together, planning, and doing certain shit to get what they need to get. And we did some things during that time period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't ride with us, and everybody's not gonna be on the same page with us. But I think for the most part, man, we are united. We're united under a certain banner that everybody can agree on. Police brutality, we can agree on that shit. On poverty, we can agree on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fair housing, we can agree on that shit. Education, we can agree on that shit. It's certain shit that I think for the most part people can agree on, and we can ride with that. Now you're gonna have some motherfuckers who just not gonna be part of who we are. We gotta accept the fact of that. But the ones who down for the cause, we gotta keep pushing forward. We can't say that, okay, you're not riding with us, so be it. That's on you. We keep them pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure with the other races or organizations, everybody didn't agree with that shit, but they found the common ground to make that shit happen, man. The same thing with us. I think right now, especially with this atmosphere right now, I think we have enough people right now. Look at us right now. We're on this fucking talk right now. We have 4 intelligent black men who want the best for our black people.
Wait a minute. Tuck got on a Cardinal hat, so I can't really say that's an intelligent shit. I just had to throw that one in there, man. I had to slide that one in there, Tut. But you right. But go ahead, man.
No, but I'm saying, hey,
yo,
man.
let me say this. Hey, let me say this though. Let me say this though. Check this out. Now, how much do we look at these things like this? Now you have the election and everything going on. We all vote and make this process go in. Boom. Now, let me show you how much they're not going to do much for Black people. You have the LGBT movement, you know what I'm saying? And they're getting laws passed. They're getting laws passed in their favor, getting specific laws not to degrade them, and you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And so now, being LGBT, you're protected. Now, are they having people lobbying to get these laws passed? Yes. No. This is
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Yes, they are.
I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. But they're putting money in these politicians' pockets, and they're making these things go about. Now, us as Black people,
correct,
we put money in politicians' pockets when we're also making that money in the industry and dealing with the stuff that they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Just like the same way Lil Wayne supporting Trump.
Yes.
You have a lot of prominent figures making money who are professionals. They support Trump because, Trump's ideals and the way he's going to operate things benefits them. Now, you have the LGBT movement. Now, you have Black people. If we come together, if we put our money together and we get up on a politician and get them to start pushing stuff, not only can that bill get vetoed or denied and stuff, when they put stuff up, you think they're going to vote to make any laws to benefit Black people? They're not going to do that unless we got some of us in them seats.
That is true as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it's just not a you know, in a vacuum type of thing. It has to be multiple things that's going on to make sure that we steadfast, that we moving forward. It just can't be one thing. You're definitely right, Tuck. We got to have people in them places, you know what I'm saying, who can advocate for us, man, as well. I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? So it takes money to continue to feed that system. And secondly, we need our own people in there. So going back to what I alluded to earlier, we have to start developing our own folks to start taking them reins up, man. We got to start, you know, preparing our kids to be politicians, being lawyers, being lobbyists, all them type of thing there. So we can have some type of representation in there. Look, man, our son in there, who's a lawyer, who's a lobbyist, he's in there saying, you know what? My Black folks need this right here. Okay? I'm up here to fucking advocate for my people, man. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing anything else until you give us what we do. We have to push the issue, man. We cannot no longer, you know what I'm saying, be docile with this, man, because our life is at stake, man. You know what I'm saying? They killing us so many different ways, man. And we gotta let the motherfucker know. We've been here to this fucking long. We ain't been nobody. Man, y'all put us in fucking chains, shit didn't work. Jim Crow, the shit didn't fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Mass incarceration, shit didn't work. We still here. You cannot get rid of us. But at some point, we gotta take that fucking power away from them or give us something out of this shit. You cannot continue doing that shit to us, man. It just cannot continue to happen like that. We have the fucking, hey, dog, we are powerful people, man. We're a special kind of people, man. We are the people. And they know this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the world, everybody take their cues from us, man. They may not tell you that shit. For my music,
everybody pays attention to us.
You know, exactly. For my music, you know what I'm saying? For my culture, all that shit, man. And they fucking benefit from that shit, and we don't. Our music, who benefit from that shit? They do. Our clothes, who benefit from that shit? They do. You know what I'm saying? Our athletic ability, who benefit from that shit? They do. You know, and people like Lil Wayne and 50, they part of that bourgeois type of shit, man. Then that fucking money bracket where they no longer see themselves as one of us. They are removed from that shit.
And neither one of them making any fucking music, so.
You know what I'm saying? They remove. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that you're gonna realize, once you remove yourself from the black community, you lost. Look at OJ ass. The first thing the first thing OJ did is run back to the black people. We like, man, fuck you. We don't need you know what I'm saying? We said, fuck you. He came back to his roots, man. You cannot dismiss or disrespect your roots, man. You will always have to go back and fucking make amends for that shit.
Facts. Go ahead, Jerome.
Man, y'all rolling. My
no,
thing,
you need to get in here and run us over. Go ahead. Boy, fan.
My take on it, man, is this. You know, when you're talking about other groups that are getting their agendas performed for them, and Will is right. It's not that we haven't over time had agendas, but we hadn't had agendas that we have pushed as a group.
Exactly.
You know, when you talk about those other groups that you name, you know, we don't have a consistent group, whether it be NAACP, whether it be I'm saying whether it be the Black Caucus, whether it be you know, you can name all these different organizations, but they don't really solidify our community.
Right.
And, so if you don't have that group that solidifies your community, you know, those agendas go by the wayside because they're not funded as well. When Tut was talking about the LBGY, whatever, you know, I don't know all the letters. I'm sorry. But when he was talking about that group, you know, they're a solid community. You know, they don't agree with each other on everything, but they're solid community. You know what I'm saying? And we're not a solid community that has an agenda that we fund and we can push it, you know, that we could put in the hands of a lobbyist and pay that lobbyist to keep pushing the agenda. One of the things that we have a problem with is like even what we're talking about right now. We're talking about it at the wrong time. You know, we should have started talking about this 3 years ago. You know, timing means a lot. You know, if you see, because we don't really have to push our agenda towards a candidate. We could push it towards the party itself. You know, because the party, they're going to decide who they want as the candidate anyway. We don't make that decision.
I mean, we already know who they picking. They already know who they want for president. Anyway.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But I'm saying your agenda should be in their laps. Your agenda should be in their face all the time.
All the time.
You know, if the only thing that we're talking about is police brutality, let me just say this. Then to me, that's like you saying, you know, please don't beat me. That's what you're asking them for. That's your agenda. That's what you're asking for. Is please stop abusing me.
The only way you can stop the person from abusing you is by fighting back.
Exactly.
Say that. But go ahead, my bad.
I mean it is. So I mean, but what is the educational agenda? What is the financial agenda?
Right.
What is the geopolitical agenda going forward? You know, what are those things?
Definitely geopolitical. You damn sure right about that shit.
So I'm saying, so why are we talking about stop beating me? You know, stop abusing me. You know, to me, you know, change. Why are we not talking about how to change the system? You know, and that's what your partner, if he came on tonight, that's what he was going to be talking about is the reform bills that Trump have been pushing, the criminal reform bills.
What reform bills? Because of that criminal reform bill? But this is the thing I got to say. You only heard of a few people that got freed. That's it.
About it. 20 people underneath that damn thing got freed federally. Under Obama and Biden, over 1,000 people. Okay, now just off the numbers alone. Secondly, with the reform, the first thing Donald Trump had just session to do was to go back to remove all them damn things that Obama put in forward. You know, as far as marijuana, minimal sentence, all that shit. He went behind. yo, he showed one thing, but behind the scene, he fucking removing every fucking thing.
Right.
He removing shit. You see what I'm saying? So he playing, he's showing black folks, look, I'm doing this right here. But if you're not a student with this shit, if you're not studying this shit, man, you will miss the fucking whole boat, man. The whole time he removing shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, do you know that private prisons had damn near doubled since he been in fucking office? Who's that for? Shit. It ain't for white folks. Who's it for? So he could have kept.
It's another slavery system.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Slavery by another name. What I'm saying is that Trump behind the scenes had Jeff Sessions doing shit that people weren't seeing. But
that's why the 13th Amendment is so crazy right now. That's the reason why everybody has to understand the 13th Amendment.
Exactly. The 13, 14, all of them, yo.
13, 14, 15 is important as shit because I went back and I studied and I did not understand the 14th Amendment.
Yeah.
Until I went back and I'm like, why everybody keep thinking that we've got the right to vote in the 1960s when we already had the right to vote
in the 1800s?
1865.
In 18, exactly. It goes way, but see, I post on Facebook, you go to a little bookstore anywhere, get a little bit as Declaration of Independence and Constitution, man. And, it's a little pocket thing. It gives you all the information that you need to know about that. People got the
rights,
man. You know what I'm saying? It's a small thing, costs you probably $3, man. Every black person needs to have that fucking little pamphlet with them, man. You gotta have that shit, man, to be able to protect yourself the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no guarantee, but at least you can fight that shit, man.
Question. So should we just say fuck all this and just start our own party and stand behind that? But then at the same time, yeah, should we have our own political party? Because I feel like if we have our own political party, then we got them by where we want them at. Then I feel like a lot of our agendas will get pushed if we all come together as a people. Or do we need to stop trying to be part of this system? I feel like I'm telling y'all, I feel like the minute that we integrated, we lost everything. Everything. Because nobody's going to come here. Nobody want to integrate if you don't have, they needed to get inside of, they needed to get inside. Integration, if we were so strong, so powerful in the 20s, 30s, if they say slavery ended in 1865, in 1880, 1890, we got people in Congress, in the Senate. Jim Crow kicks in. Okay, we still fighting. Now all of a sudden, they found out that, oh shit, in the 1920s, these mothers can make money.
Right.
We got to burn it down. That's why I keep saying everybody keep talking about looting. I'm like, study your history. White people did this shit so long ago, but
they've been through that shit.
So we go through the 1820s, we'll go through the 1830s, we'll go through the 1840s, now the 50s. Now all of a sudden, we need y'all to join forces with us. Why? That's the question that everybody needs to understand. That's the question that everybody needs to study. Why did they want us to join forces? Why the hell we felt like we needed to be a part of their shit? I'm tired of everybody feeling like we have to be under their approval.
And you're right, B.
We blossom without them. Just give us that fucking land and leave us the fuck alone. But I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant, man. I'm going on a rant. Let me
brother. Hey, man, you have every right, and you made fucking legitimate fucking question, man. And the question that you propose, man, is the truth. With the integration part, man, it really wasn't about us being part of their system per se. It was more of the issue of fairness and and equity and equality. It was really about that shit there. Live up to what the idea is about America. And that's what I told people. America is nothing but an idea. But in reality, man, it's a fucking, oligarchy or a fucking meritocracy type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the fucking upper class people being able to do what the fuck they want to do. But the idea of America is what they push all the damn time. That's why you see these fucking crazy ass white people out here doing what they doing, because of the idea of being a patriot and all this kind of shit will happen, man.
And it's like 100 years ago. They doing the same shit.
Doing the same
Hey, yo.
shit. Same thing.
Hey yo, you ain't gonna fix this white problem without white people.
You know, you not. You right. You damn sure right. You damn sure right, boy. God damn it, Tuck, you right, boy. Ain't no.
I mean, but seriously, are we repeating 100 years ago? But at the same time, we already seen what the hell y'all done did, and that shit ain't gonna happen again.
The Civil War never ended, man. The shit been.
I mean,
War never.
what we got to look at a lot of times is we look at race a lot of times. We look at skin color, and a lot of times that also influences our thought. But as wise individuals, we should always use logic and be able to discern between who has our best interests at heart. You can see when somebody trying to do something for you. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody's shooting, shucking, and jiving. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna fix this white problem without white people. And as far as integrating, I mean, we're humans. We gotta understand, man, we humans on this planet Earth. You know what I mean? A trade has went amongst the many nations for thousands of years. You know what I mean? There's always something somebody else can do that can be a necessity to living that can benefit you. You know what I mean? So trade, commerce, interactions, that's all the norm. You know what I mean? But what we should be doing is getting on that one accord and that common respect for one another. And as people, until we come to that, that's the problem that's going to be addressed right here. You know what I'm saying? What's the date that the president got to get out of the office?
The 20th of
The
January.
20th of January. The 20th of January, you know what I'm saying? This is when, if Trump lose, it's going to be hell on wheels. If Trump win, his hell on wheels going to keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as a people, we gotta start looking at ourselves and what are we trying to get done? What are we trying to accomplish? So if we ain't working together, I mean, there's certain things that we can do as a people, small things that mean a lot, like people getting jobs and upholding them. You got a lot of people getting jobs, man. These young people, they quit. They get jobs and quit. They don't want to work. Young people don't want to work. I seen the video, person at Walmart on the intercom cussing out the supervisor, cussing out people before they quit. Come on, man.
Question.
The industry in the world is built. The labor force is always going to be here. Unless you're creating, what's that?
Will America be America to this day without us?
Fuck no.
No. Emphatically no.
Exactly.
No, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about after slavery until now, with America still, would they even be able to do any damn thing without us?
No, that's what Marcus Garvey was put. Marcus Garvey say, if we remove ourselves from this right here, America would fall. That's why the Hoover went so hard at him, because he realized once you remove black folks from the dynamic of America, there is no America. It's none. So that's why they want to keep. When we say, if we tell them that we better do a mass exodus, they would lose their fucking mind, and they would do everything they can to keep us here. Divorce, you know what I'm saying?
Blow up the planes and ships we try to live on.
You know what I'm saying?
We try to leave on. They blow up the planes and ships we try to leave on.
Be sitting at the Tory Mac, be wondering why the fuck we ain't going nowhere.
That's why it's hard for us to get a fucking a dual citizenship, man. They ain't going for that shit. They would not allow us to get a dual citizenship, man, because that's a threat, man. That's a damn big ass threat. If we start getting fucking dual shit, man, back to Africa, wherever, dog, it's a threat on them, because now we also have power too by saying, you know what, I'm a national of that country. You can't treat me the same way. Now I have a fucking a place to go to deal with y'all ass, because it's international now. It's a different dynamic. So we have to make them feel the wrath of us been here, or also too to respect the fact that we are here. Without us, you don't have no fucking labor, as as Tuck alluded to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no labor no more. You don't have that shit no fucking more, man. You don't have people to fucking take advantage of any fucking more. But also too, you lose our culture, our intellect, all that shit leaves with us.
So we
You don't want
created
that shit.
everything here.
Exactly. You don't want that shit. You don't want us to lead, dog. You need us. But what you do, you're gonna keep us, you know what I'm saying, in a caste system at the fucking bottom. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Go ahead, bro.
Food for this shit, man.
I mean, y'all making valid points. I don't know where to go from there.
Come on. Oh, don't play that role. I ain't going with that. Don't play that, man. Come on.
But no, but seriously, for us and what we need to do, you always talk about us creating a country or having a country inside of a country. First thing we need is the educational part. We have to have a baseline education, and understand that the whole community understands as far as civics, as far as financials, as far as structure, because we're trying to do things without structure. And that's why it keeps falling apart. You was talking about integration. The thing about integration, there was two different perspectives on integration. We had our perspective on what it should have been. They had their perspective on what it was. And so we went into it thinking it's one thing. They received us knowing that it was another. That's why Martin Luther King says, I fear that we have integrated ourselves into a burning house.
Yep.
Is because, his perspective and what he thought it should have been was not what the government had in plan.
Exactly, man. And every time that we try to do something, what do they come and do, man? They burn this shit down, man.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, we don't got them seats. We don't got them seats. We ain't got a black mayor, black governor, black city councilman, black sheriff, black. If it ain't all black everything, and even then,
even then, you're right. Go ahead, Tut. I see you go.
Because even now to these days, okay, rest in peace to Senator John Lewis. Rest in peace to Senator John Lewis. He fought beside Martin Luther King. He marched beside Martin Luther King. He was persecuted. You know what I'm saying? But do you feel like he was bought out? Because he's still fighting the fight. He got a representative seat. He got a seat in Congress. Martin Luther King was alive. You think they gave him a seat in Congress?
No, because he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? King was dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah. John Lewis, rest in peace to him. Now, I ain't trying to speak bad on him.
I feel you.
But let's look at it. I mean, I haven't went too much in depth into what all he accomplished. But it seemed like even in his demise, they were still talking about some right to vote. So what was he even fighting for? Then they say his platform, his legacy he wanted to leave was he wanted people to still fight for the right to vote. And since we well established, we've been had this right. So what was he doing in office this whole time? You know what I'm saying? So even then, if we get the wrong people in office, no matter what color you is, anybody, a lot of people can be bought out. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to learn how to call people bluff. Know when they blowing smoke. Because if we ain't being real and taking into consideration, like, what are they really doing? They ain't really doing nothing. The sheriff, the mayor, the governor, you don't see them really. You know what I'm saying?
That's why so you make a good point. That's why that's why it's easier to teach and train children than it is a fucking grown ass person. If we start from grassroots and we fertilize that shit, and you feed that shit, and that child, girl or boy, understand, you know what I'm saying, the the Pan-African mindset of what we try to do, then we start to set the stage for the next movement. Okay, when you have seasoned politicians, chances are you're right. So they can be bought out or they switch up and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely right about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been proven. But we got to start putting people in there, the young folks that we got right now, and start to infiltrate that shit with our own people who understand the history of our people, learn the lesson from previous stuff, and start to groom them for the future, man. We gotta get rid of these fucking seasoned politicians, these old ass fucking, no disrespect to the older folks, but they have to go because they have old type of ways and they stuck in them old ways. Okay, we need fresh mind. That's why people like AOC is a danger to the establishment because she's moving shit so far to the goddamn left, it's scaring them. And people buying into that shit. That's why people bought into Bernie Sanders the way they did. Because he's showing, even though he's an old fuck, his ideas are new. You know what I'm saying? So they was riding with him. Even to the damn day, they still pissed off that he's not fucking the president, nominee or whatever. So we gotta start grooming ourselves for that shit, man. And making sure we put our own people in there, people that have our benefit. You know what I'm saying? Just because you skin folks, don't mean that you kin folks, you know what I'm saying? Same skin color, but different. Look at the goddamn Attorney General for fucking Kentucky, man. He's a brother.
Right.
You can tell by that motherfucking haircut that he wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? He my fraternity brother too. But I don't fuck with him.
Damn. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man.
No. But I'm saying is that he lost his goddamn way. And he's part of the establishment now. He's not part of us. So he's not my family, he's not my frat, he's none of that shit to me no more. I dismiss that because he's all about maintaining white supremacy with his black ass face.
But let's look at it from what you just said. So when you put somebody into the system, right? Like you groom somebody and you put them into the system. Then you just put them into the system.
But we
I
gotta
don't see,
right.
They're gonna be a part of the system regardless. If we don't have a way of accountability for who we put in office, then it's never gonna change. You can say we can always say anybody sold out because why? They're not accountable to us anymore.
We gotta
they're accountable to the system. So as long as they're accountable to the system, they're never yours.
We break the fucking system. We jailbreak that shit. You know what I'm saying? The system gotta be dismantled, man. It has to be dismantled.
It does. It does. It really does. But how are you proposing to do it?
Hey,
burn that shit down. That's what they're scared of. Go ahead.
I don't know if none of y'all are familiar, but Dr. Claude Anderson, I think he hit a lot of important key factors and steps and objectives that we can do that are at least in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Power numbers. Yeah. Dr. Claude Anderson. And he had experience in the government.
He did.
Seat to seat. You know what I'm saying? He was giving out all that land he said he was doing. He still didn't give it out to no niggas really, but maybe he did, I don't know. But still, the motherfucker come up with some powernomics. And from my understanding and my research, those are some definitely good platforms, and it's a great direction to start in establishing our funneling of money, our economic base, our educational base, our political agendas, and also setting up ways to gain people to put into these seats. So, as a starting point, who fucking with Dr. Claude?
Oh yeah,
I tell you who's fucking with him, and a lot of people ain't paying no attention to. Ice Cube. That whole Ice Cube, you got to understand who he talked to, and who's on that plan with him. First person he said is Mr. Anderson. That's the
I
first
fucks
person
Ice
that
Cube.
If you see Power Numbers and you look at the Ice
No,
Cube,
no, I seen it. I seen it.
Okay.
Well,
they are not the same. They are nowhere near one another whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of missing pieces with that power. I mean, with that that CWBA. It's a lot of missing with that.
no. But that's a starting point.
But see, that's my point of it is that it's not the starting point. That's just part of the point. It's so many, it's go to the national and Kobe. It's so many plans out there. There's a lot more in detail than that plan there. People think that's a start because it's Ice Cube. I mean, it's Ice Cube, and they put it out there. There's so many other plans out there.
No. I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying is the fact is he put something out there. Nobody else is putting nothing out there.
Yes, they are. See, hey, I've been telling you. Ian Trust got one out there. Ian Cobra got one out there. It's so many different plans out there. B. People just not out there looking for them plans or not seeing them plans. There's plenty of plans out there.
Okay. My bad.
But people are not dealing with that thing. They're not searching for. They're not researching. They're not part of. They're not interested in. It's so many different. Going back to Dr. Claude, Power Numbers been out for at least damn near 30 years. You see what I'm saying? Plans been out there. It just Ice Cube being Ice Cube and bringing it out, and people think that's a new thing that's happening. This goes back to. I mean, how you think Tulsa, Oklahoma became what it was?
No.
Hey,
I mean, people like us know that ain't.
My thing is, okay, yeah, we know these plans be out there, but we ain't never had knowledge of them or been able to have awareness to even get behind it to support it. So I can respect Ice Cube for taking his statue. I can take him. I can respect him for taking his brand and what he's built up and getting behind something, at least trying to build something for the motherfucking people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else stepped out in the forefront with a public, you know what I'm saying, iconic figure.
But it doesn't work like that. It does everything work from the fucking grassroots, man. That's where you go back to the fucking grassroots, to the streets, man. Where the shit is really what it's about. It's about the people. What Ice Cube done was throw shit up there because he had the platform. But it's not gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? Now, how many? Because that's our fault.
Who else throwing something? Shit, throw something, Ice Cube. Throw something.
I just told you throwing.
Shit, ain't nobody else throwing that. Throw something, Ice Cube. All these basketball players, they took a stand and ain't nobody do shit. Ice Cube, throw something. How we can look at something negative and brother trying to do something. Ice Cube, I fucks with you. Shit.
I don't fuck with him on that issue there. For simple fact that he's not the first one, he's not the only one doing. It's people every day who doing it.
Who's the other guy you said? Ed Corbett? Who you said?
No, Ian Cobra. You know what I'm saying? That's they're dealing with reparation. Have a whole plan dealing with that shit. The whole plan of dealing with how to empower. He's not the first one. I posted shit on my face. Go to my Facebook page. I posted many things up there, let you know who's out there who's been doing grassroots shit.
How we know the support? How we know the support? We say Ian Corbett.
How did I know it? How did I know it?
I ain't seen no commercial. All these
first of all,
all these commercials for politicians.
How you find out about certain things, Tuck? You researched it. You look for it, right?
Right. I mean, you do research it, but we also understand too the way that they created this TV. It was to implant a thought into people's head. That's why they do all this advertising. That's why you see all this voting shit now. They mailing you stuff. They emailing you. They texting you. They coming to your job and taking you on your break. You know what I'm saying? They doing all kinds of shit and this shit trying to get you to vote. Now you mean to tell me Ian Cobra ain't got some kind of commercial out to put some kind of person up to be in the seat for us to back or some kind of
wait a minute. And I respect you're right. And you're right. All I was saying is Cube happened to get because he used his platform to get where he's at. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying everything that he put out there is strong. I'm just saying.
Okay, let me say this. I'm not mad for his attempt and for his intentions, but his tact was fucking way off. Okay, the timing, the tact, all that shit was fucking way off. Because what he done, he bypassed all the people who's been on the fucking ground putting that fucking work in to deal with shit. There are multiple bills right now in the House, in the Senate to deal with all this shit right here, man. But he bypassed all that shit to do what he did because he thought he had the right idea for all of us. He wasn't speaking for me. He may speak for y'all, but he wasn't speaking for me. He did not.
What's different than them other? What's different than them other people in their agendas? Hell, I know if they speaking for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying so they always in that circumstance in this government. You got that. That's what this government is. You put another motherfucker in place to speak for you. Now, Ice Cube, as the figure that he is, I let Ice Cube talk for me, even though Khalid Muhammad called him a punk bitch. Even though he did, I still let Ice Cube talk for me.
You know what? And why he called him that? Because Khalid Muhammad knew some shit wasn't right about that whole dynamic of what's going on with that, because he's not part. You correct about the part of why should that person represent.
I'm gonna tell you why Khalid Muhammad called him a punk, because Ice Cube is for TV, and it's like, hey, Rerun, how many times I told you come to my house? Thousands. How many times you ever came? None. Why is that? Because you might get sprayed. You know what I'm saying? On a whole episode of Martin. So Ice Cube is a figure. He got to stay on TV. He gonna do anything to stay on TV and keep his bag. Khalid Muhammad was too real, and Ice Cube couldn't kill his image off dealing with him like that too much. Now he did disrespect him, throw his name up in the rhyme, different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The brothers were doing some interactions, but Khalid Muhammad was too strong for Cube. And Cube knew, hey, it ain't time for that now. And for him to even stand up now, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying?
That man went from, NWA to his all his album to the point of, are we there yet type of shit. It's all about commercialism. And he's still in that same mindset about commercialism. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it rubs me the wrong way, because his approach was fucking way off. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't about the people, it was about him. And as of today, he's made it about him and not the people, man. I have not seen him one time to have anything to draw the people in, to be able to say, you know what, Cube, I get behind you with this shit. Cube came out with shit on his own and dealt with it on his fucking own. Nobody else. Hey. You know what I'm saying? He didn't consult with nobody else about this shit, as far as people who really understand what the fuck is going on the ground. He's removed from that shit.
He made the 3-on-3. He made the 3-on-3 league, bro.
Yo, hold on.
Yo.
Go ahead. Let Jerome in.
Let me jump in just for a second. I'll let the brothers roll. They doing their thing. But I understand what both of you are saying. My thing is, it's just like when they had the summit in Atlanta with the entertainers, when they got together and they was, doing whatever. My thing is, if you got a platform, you should call in the people that have the plans. Y'all should sit down behind closed doors and see all these plans, how they fit, take the best pieces of all of them. Exactly. And the people with the platform push this agenda. Just don't think that just because you have status that people should listen to you. Actually have the collective people come together. That's the part we're missing, man. We don't collectively come together.
It's collective. That's my whole point.
I mean, even if we disagree, collectively come together and put this plan together, because we got enough people with platforms.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We got so all these agendas should come together, and that's what we should be hashing out. We shouldn't hash out, is the system broke? Yes, the system is broke. It's been broke since it started for us. It's worked perfect for them. Right. But it's like we get together, we talk about the wrong things. Like I said, these plans have been out for years. Powernomics, I love it, but why is it not pushed by people with platform?
Exactly. Why? Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So. Exactly. So when I see people come out and say, this is my platform, I got to stop and say, well, why is it your platform?
Why is that? That's my whole point, Jerome.
why haven't you collectively took all these plans together and we push one creative agenda? You know, that's my only thing.
All right,
I agree with you. That let you know that he got some ulterior motives in. But hell, ain't that what Trump doing himself now? His whole presidency was to goddamn stir up his business and keep himself afloat.
Goddamn. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, I got this. This is what Cube said. He working with Dr. Claude Anderson, Dietrich Hamilton, Robert Jones, Dr. Boris Watkins, and he also continues to consult with Andrew Young. So I'm not saying this shit is perfect. No, wait a minute. I'm not saying this shit is perfect, but what he did for me is put some shit on the damn table and make these motherfuckers work for us.
And B,
to that right there, I tip my fucking hat.
No, why it ain't gonna work like that? We gotta start somewhere.
Listen to the people that you just named. None of them people, as Jerome just alluded to, y'all missed their whole point. All right.
Whoa. I just said who he say he working with. I just put it out there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying I know who each of the persons are too, right? They are removed from the ground roots and stuff, man. They don't know what the fuck is really going on down on the fucking ground. They up high seeing this shit.
Ain't Robert Jones trying to get reparations and shit too? And when he trying to do that, didn't he have that plan?
He had one. Right. He had one. But there's, as Jerome alluded to, there's multiple people out there who've been doing this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Where they did not go to, as he said, it's a collective thing, man. It can't be just about Cube, man. Cube made this shit about him, man. He made it about the people.
I can't really say that, but I mean, he just put it out there for us to talk about.
Right. True indeed, B. But let's look at this though, Ant. Okay. Now you say people been doing this for years, right?
Yeah.
People been working. What the fuck we got from it?
What the hell?
They've been doing this for years. What the fuck we got from it? They've been doing it for years. How can I not respect another man want to take his position? I just told you. They've been working on this shit for years behind closed doors. They ain't even been coming to the grassroots and knowing what the hell niggas got going on.
Right now, Tuck, I just told you earlier, right now, there are 2 bills on reparation right now from the Senate and from the House that sit on Mitch McConnell's desk right now.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Would you, if they would say give you reparations, you got to understand you're giving up something if you're receiving that money.
That's what you giving up.
You think they're just gonna give you money just for nothing?
They supposed to give us some money for nothing.
Okay, okay.
No, make it. I'm not arguing with you, bro. I'm not arguing with you.
No, I'm saying make it transactional. Make it transactional. That's fine. You give us something. I'm saying we can use something. Okay, make it transactional. So for many years they've been taken from. Okay, make it transactional. But my point of it is that there are 2 bills right now that's on that's in the Senate and the House right now. I'm saying because them bills got pushed by the people on the fucking ground who've been doing this shit for years. They got it, found Sheila Lee, you know what I'm saying, and Kamala Booker, all the people able to push that shit through the House to the Senate. Okay, it got voted on. But what happened, Mr. McConnell got that shit right now on his goddamn desk. It's sitting there.
That motherfucker got a file worth of shit sitting on his desk.
It's sitting there.
I got a question, Ant. So you mean you're telling me that Biden and Kamala Harris have been incorporated into this new bill that they got on McConnell's desk, right?
No, Biden had nothing to do. No,
Biden had nothing to do with it.
No, Biden.
Kamala Harris had something to do with it, right?
But Camilla had helped push the shit through. You know what I'm saying? She had.
She works for the Senate. She works for the Senate. She's not working for the House.
Exactly.
Right. So which candidates have been proponents for this bill? I ain't seen no commercials with this.
You ain't gonna see no commercials. Because
everything ain't about commercials. So everything ain't about that shit, man.
I'm just saying then. So to bring awareness and gain votes, you want to gain votes when you're campaigning. You want people to follow your policies. And if you're involved in this policy, politicians don't make light of what policies that they help.
Oh, fuck no, Chuck. Look how much shit they
No,
been
no,
throwing
no,
out there.
no. But to address that, there's been many times that Biden and Harris have been approached about that, and they spoke about the whole reparation issue, and they proponents for that to take place. But in spite of that, or regardless of that, is already stuff already that's in place. Even to the point where, even with Biden, he has a plan, lift every voice plan, all right, that deal with Black economics. He has a plan himself. Now, is it solid enough for all of us? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? There's some holes in that too. But there's a plan also too. And that plan came out before Q's plan came out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there are plans out there. Even with that plan, it's out there. It's been out there. You know what I'm saying? But the point of it is that, as Jerome alluded to, man, it has to be a collective that deal with all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to hear all of our voice. People who out there every day in these streets, man, dealing with the shit every fucking day, man. Who can deal with like a Tamika Mallory, man.
Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, and you're not gonna be able to incorporate every struggle. There's always gonna be a group of people that are at the bottom. So you're not gonna be able to. I mean, every struggle is trying to strive to be incorporated. So you're not gonna be able to take the individual from the grassroots and get down to the nitty-gritty of their problem. It's gonna have to be a trickle-down effect. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why they keep us on the bottom and keep their foot on our necks. Come on.
No, trickle down.
Right. So it's gonna have to be a trickle-down effect. It's gonna have
Trickle down
to be
is
a trickle-down effect.
never works.
Some things are happening and it's trickling on down, and they would help empower us that way.
Trickle down has never worked in America, period. Even when it comes to the fuck, it's never happened. Reagan tried that shit. Nixon tried that shit. So they never happened. Trickle down never works. We never get that shit. It stays at the fucking top. The trickle down from taxes and all this shit, and trickle down never happens, man. When something is born, it's born from the seed up. It never comes down. It comes from the ground up. The root, all this shit comes from the ground up. You can't get shit coming down to build some shit. Everything comes from the ground. So
No. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I'm saying, for us to be as people of indigenous color, melanated people, we survive. We survive with scraps. We will. It's just the fact is, we take nothing and make it into something, and then they need to take credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Or they have to stop the wheel from rolling, because they knowing if we get momentum, shit's gonna change.
Very much so, man.
So it's a fear. It's always a fear. So what I'm saying is, if we sit here and we take reparations, can't take it, because that's saying that I'm from Africa. When I'm gonna say I'm indigenous to there, I'm gonna say my peoples are Native Americans here. So you have to understand, is something behind it. You know,
Native American, everybody has got reparations who's been violated in America, except for Black folks.
Right.
Even
but what are we? But what are we? What are we standing on top of? What is our nationality as we stand on top of? That's for everybody that's not Americans.
Our cause for being able to get what we deserve, because we built this motherfucker. Period.
No, I agree with you. It's a hidden agenda behind it.
Reparations should be for those servants, for those that were in service, who didn't have no indenture to their servitude.
Well, how can you say that, though? How can you say what, though? You ain't gonna be able to find out. But go ahead. Wait a minute. What you gotta say, Jerome? Because you got that think process on. Go ahead.
Now, that's an extremely good point when y'all talk about everybody has had reparations, but the reparations part, for the United States to deal with you, you have to have a base country. And that's why even Native Americans, until they started calling themselves the Sioux Nation, the Cherokee Nation, until they formed themselves as a nation, they did not get reparations. The Japanese that were encamped in the United States, Japan got the reparations and they paid the people. So I mean, anytime there's been, because Black people have been in concentration camps in America, in Georgia, in California, but
Hell now.
But when you're talking about jail, I'm just talking about straight up concentration camp, separated and murdered in these concentration camps. So until we know who we are, not just know who we are, but we formed ourselves as something, we couldn't get reparations like that anyway. That's why they always dismiss reparations for Black people anyway.
That's why Pan-African is very important to us. Under that umbrella itself, it allows us the ability to get that reparation, get that due diligence that we've been looking for all these years.
But you know what it does, eh?
Uh-huh.
It gets you the money, but you have to separate yourself from the land. So just like Native Americans, when they, not indigenous Americans, but Native Americans, when they got their package, their deal, you know, they don't have to pay taxes. They get free education, but they rarely use all these tools, but they have them to their, they're there for them. That's the things that we should demand. Free education.
I agree.
Tax freedom.
I agree.
You know how much better it would be for you to give me a little bit of money than you tell me for the rest of my life I didn't have to pay no taxes?
That's why some of you
shit.
Hey, y'all get a chance, man. Hey, if you go to chance, you get a chance, man. Go to my page and see that reparation thing I'm talking about, and look at.
No, I agree with you. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There's something behind that, though. That's all I'm just saying.
I mean, it's all. I mean, hey, this is America, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the fucking America. That's all I can sum this shit. This is America, man. All this, when they're dealing with America, man, Americans always have a hidden agenda, and whenever they deal with other countries, it's in that same. Well, so it's a hidden agenda. Something has to give in order, you know what I'm saying? Something got to give. It got to be transactional. It just have to. Unfortunately, it has to.
Bro.
Okay, and that's what Trump works out for. Transactional. That's his mindset. What can you do for me? Show me what you can do for me if I do it for you.
He been that nigga moment. That's what he be doing.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's why you see all the Republicans who so-called Republicans right now, who left all their so-called Republican values behind, goddamn it, and roll with him because the transactional was more beneficial to them. You know what I'm saying? It's beneficial to them. They know this man fucked up. They know he fucked up, but he's able to give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? Now, as Malcolm said, the rooster coming home. The rooster coming home, man. That shit cannot stand fast like it is now, man. America itself is crumbling from inside, man. So that becomes dangerous to America for anybody who want to infiltrate us right now, fuck us up right now. It's the right time to do it right now because we so fucked up as America. We fucked up right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in a vulnerable state right now.
Yeah, because we weak and vulnerable. Everybody's staying in the damn house because we're scared to get corona sickness. This shit crazy. No, but you're right. We right now is our weakest moment ever. We divided. You don't know whose size or anybody. Your neighbor probably looking at you like, I hate your ass.
Exactly. You're right.
No, but that's being real shit. So right now you have us fighting over the coronavirus. You got us fighting over political. You got people who's struggling, who don't have money, it's about to be some straight shit popping.
For real.
Right now, you have infighting within the country. That's the worst. That's everybody looking at us like, oh yeah, let them go ahead and fight themselves, because what happened is we're gonna be just like Rome.
Dog, you just read my mind.
Right now, we're in the same spot as Rome right now.
All great civilizations has always crumbled from inside out. It never did from outside in. Inside out,
you punk ass.
You know what I'm saying? Rome, Greece, Egypt, all that shit had crumbled from inside out. Because it's all about power, man. When power becomes the issue, everybody else suffer from that shit, man. And right now, what Trump is pushing right now is power, man. and he don't give a fuck about nobody or no other country. He set his agenda for when he first started. He said what he gonna do. It's about America. Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna shit on everybody else. So you know what I'm saying, which cannot take place right now, man. We cannot isolate our allies the way that we're doing.
Man, that's why I say let Trump fuck this place up.
Hey,
Let him fuck it up. Let him fuck it up.
Good. But
Make
you
us have
saying
to
but we
rebuild.
in the middle of that fuck up.
Huh?
We in the middle of the fuck up.
Good. You've been in the middle of some fucked up shit for a long time.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity to climb out. This is an opportunity to rise and gain that structure and our power.
I
Tie
agree.
it up, Trump.
So you right. So you know what? I see you saying, man. The shit gotta fall, man. The shit gotta crumble.
Tie it up, Trump.
The system has to fucking crumble, man. And
I
Trump
ain't trying to speak Chinese, man. I'm not trying to speak Chinese, man.
Hey, man. China right now.
China own you anyway. We owe China.
Oh, China money to talking shit. Hey,
What
man.
you mean? What you mean you ain't trying to speak Chinese? If they wanted to come over here and do some shit, they would. They
Okay.
like what they can come over here and set up their little vacation getaways and send their kids to good colleges and come over here and live American life of milk and honey. Let Trump fuck it up. Fuck it up, Trump.
So you want to give him 4 more years?
4 more Trump. Fuck it, Trump.
He gonna destroy this shit, man. He gonna fucking destroy it. Inside, he gonna fucking destroy the fucking America. And it may, you know what I'm saying, as Tuck alluded to, man, the fucking system gotta fucking fall, man, for it to be fucking built up right, man. People gotta see the motherfucker. They gotta realize he ain't shit, man. He's a detriment to the fucking whole country, to everybody's well-being. Even crazy ass fucking coaches ass fucking don't support. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers, he don't give a fuck about y'all. He using y'all ass. He pandering to your dumb ass. And y'all falling for that fucking shit.
Sound like something that happened 100 years ago, but go ahead, Jerome.
I mean, I look at it a little different as far as Trump, because I see him as a figurehead. You know, they placed him there for a reason. They knew who he was from the jump. They knew he didn't understand policy. He didn't understand what being a president really was. So we got to look at everything that's happening behind him. You know, all the stuff that's moving behind him. You know, it's all the House, the Senate. Those are the most important things. What laws are being passed? What laws are being retracted? What's being repealed? As Willa got to a little bit earlier. You know, it's, you know, for me, it doesn't really matter who sits in that seat. You know,
They're gonna get fucking anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as we sit by and let laws pass or let laws slip through, let laws be repealed, you know, that's the problem.
And that's the most powerful motherfuckers in America. It's the goddamn Supreme Court.
Right.
Supreme Court makes shit, in 1876. The fucking Supreme Court told fucking Congress, who had the fucking power to make laws and shit, you cannot make segregation illegal. You can't do that shit. So that's why we had segregation. It was legal in America to fucking segregate somebody because the Supreme Court said so. That's fucking unheard of. That's unheard of.
Supreme Court run shit. You know what I'm saying?
Supreme Court run shit. You know what I'm saying? They run shit with the fucking, civil rights bill. John Roberts say, you know what? It's a partner talking about the South and making sure the South honor, you know what I'm saying, the voting rights shit, man. But he's saying that the same shit that took place in the 60s is not happening no more, so they throw it out. So that's why you see fucking a big ass gerrymandering, fucking suppression right now down south is because of that reason there. Supreme Court run shit, man. That's why it was so important for they get that fucking lady on Supreme Court.
That's what they cautious. They cautious in a lot of those Supreme Court decisions because they are trying to be aware of the trickle down effect.
In that sense, it fucks us up. I agree with you. From that perspective, Tuck, you are definitely right. Because the shit started goes to state and everything else. Because the federal courts control shit from the appeal court to the district courts and shit. All that shit, everything goes through that shit, man. Because when you're not satisfied with the state Supreme Court, what's your next step is? To move up to another court, which is federal. You know what I'm saying? So if I got the fucking courts under control, Trump and fucking Mitch McConnell had put over 200 fucking people on the fucking bench since he been in fucking office. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? In the judge right now in Texas, who gonna hear the appeal for this goddamn drive-through mail shit, he already fucking said, you know what, I may overturn that shit. So them 100-some thousand votes that got done, may not go through after all. As of right now, it's a state. Everything is cool. But once it go to, if Trump do not win this shit, man, they going to fucking court for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the course has been set up to help him to try to deal with this shit, man.
Right.
He say he ain't leaving. That's why I want to see. I want to see him either take it to hell, or I want to see him act like a goddamn nigga and not leave. Fuck it up, Trump. Fuck it up.
All right, fellas. All right, we're about to wrap this up, man. Let's get our last words in. Let's get our last words in. Who want to start off?
Hey, yo, I just say, man, I enjoyed, the time with y'all fellas, everybody, if you want to rock the vote, rock the vote, your vote matters. I'm pessimistic in the vote process because they don't give a shit about me, but I'm gonna leave, and I'm at the grassroots. I'm in the grass. I'm in the mud as the young. I'm in the mud as the little young boy say. I'm in the mud. Hey,
I respect that. Yes, sir. I respect that, man.
Go ahead, then, Wheeler.
I'm just saying, man. We just got man. I love my black people, man. I'm gonna fight to the death for my people, man, because that's why I've been putting the work in for me to understand what the fuck is going on with the system. You know what I'm saying? With our history, man, what has been done before, how can we use them same tools, man, to the day, man, and just being able to make sure, man, nobody, black, white, whomever, take advantage of it anymore. Just because we had a same skin complexion doesn't mean that you got my best interests at hand.
Oh, that's
I know you for you three guys do, because I feel the energy. I know where your heart is at. So I will ride with you. But the motherfucker who's not trying to do the same thing that we're doing to better our, our people, our families. We got families, man. We got people that we got to see every day, that we got to deal with, where people who remove from that don't give a fuck about that. So I'm going to do my part in every way. I'm going to use every tool I can, in my toolbox to make a difference, man, for us, man. I'm starting with fucking voting tomorrow. I'll be the first thing in the fucking morning. When them doors open up, they're going to see my fucking face, man.
Bring your shit with you, man, just in case they want to fuck with you, Wheeler.
Huh?
Bring your shit with you and put it in the trunk.
No, I don't leave home without that shit. I got it right here, and I don't leave home without that shit because I want the motherfuckers, man, to do that shit to me. I really do. But see, I voted in Richmond. One place they're not gonna come to is he's not coming to the fucking hood with that shit. So they're not gonna. They ain't coming with that shit. They're not that fucking stupid, man. They try this shit on fucking somewhere. I saw the other day, man. But anywho, man. Hey guys, it's always, man, a wonderful time to be with you guys, man. I learned so much from each one of you guys, man, and you make me think about shit after the fact, or during it, but particularly after the fact, I kind of reminisce and shit. And I go through it, I reflect on it, you know what I'm saying, and take what y'all say, man, and see how can I make myself better with that, man. So I appreciate y'all, man, and keep the fight, man. Keep the fight.
All right, fellas. Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all being on today. I love this Three-Headed Monster podcast we do. We got to keep this rolling because, no matter if people watch this or not, hey, at least we're doing our part by talking about it.
Exactly.
We're doing our part by trying to educate or at least put some knowledge into people because, like you say, know thyself. If you don't know thyself, you don't know nothing else. So, I got my last words in. Go ahead, Jerome. Knock it out. Finish it off, brick, bruh. Cowboys. I ain't got no damn quarterback, but go ahead. Jerry Jones could be quarterbacking this week, but go ahead.
Nah, man. Like I said, everybody has made some beautiful points tonight. Yeah, it's your right. Go out and vote. But make an educated vote. Understand that the Senate and the House is where the power is at. But like I said, other than that, man, our agenda is what we keep talking about, or lack thereof. I think we just need to be more collective when we come together. Talk about the right things. That's it.
Man.
Well, there it is. Three-Headed Monster Podcast, y'all. We out.
All right, fellas. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.